when creating your own forever story, your own journey, there's a lot of achievements, a lot of fun, a lot of different parts of the family, different parts of your life. And also there's a lot of bits and pieces that you want to talk about because, you're just proud to have it and they're fun moments in your life. What about those silly moments? Let me share a silly moment with you. And of course we're kids, right? So basically, I was watching a midday show on a Saturday after the Saturday morning shopping. We came home, had lunch, and there was always a midday movie matinee on. And usually it's a bit sort of funny movies, but this one particular one had Tarzan in it. My father told me about a gentleman called Johnny Weissmuller, who was, I hope I got that right, who was one of the original Tarzans. Anyway, so I was watching it and swinging through the vines and everything else and the trees and everything. I thought, oh, that was fantastic. And at the back of our house, out of the laundry, they had 5 steps that went down to a very large tree just over the path of it. So I thought, I'm going to build my own Tarzan swing. So anyway, went out there, put the rope over it, got it nice and secured and everything else. Great. Measured the distance from the hallway down to the laundry. Great. For some reason, I had to get one of the beach towels, get one of the clothes pegs and put it around just so I'd have a cape of some kind. I don't know where that idea came from. So anyway, after calculating all of the leap, the grab, the swing out and swing back onto the steps, we're good to go. So there I was, excited, inspired by the movie. I'm going to do this. So I launched. I ran all the way down through the hallway, through the laundry. I leaped off the steps into the air and missed the rope. Now at this point, I was still in the air and I was thinking to myself, I didn't have a plan B. And unfortunately, because it was a large old tree, there was the roots coming out of the ground with dirt and some rocks and everything else. Probably not the best thing to land on. But it was all too late. I was in the air and down I went on my hands and my knees and I scraped across it. And immediately I thought, what have I done? And then obviously you go for a bit of body check. Did I break anything? No. And as I stood up, I could see my dad walking down from the garden, who he was watched the whole thing happen because he was wondering who's running for the house now. And then basically saw me leap through the air and was running towards me with a bit of a smile on his face, but also a bit of a concern on his face. So anyway, he's come over and he's picked me up and brushed me off, and there's pieces of, skin and stuff and braises and everything else. So in our family, whenever that happened, we got the fabulous Dettol, which was an antiseptic. And because it was so much of it, I got into the bath. So I should explain at this point in time, Dad is an old football player. And his hands were the size of my body at that time. So obviously when you get into the Dettol bath, there wasn't much room for movement, although it was hurting. So those are the kind of stories that you need to add to Forever Story. But more importantly, one thing I did remember, apart from flying through the air and missing the rope and hitting the dirt, is that when I was in the bath, my dad turned around and said, well, I hope you learned a lesson from that. And I said, yes, I did. And he said, more importantly, he said, it's all a part of life. I said, there's some things you can learn and there's some things you've got to experience. Now those brave words followed me through a whole bunch of other scenarios with skateboards and push bikes and roller skates and everything else. But those are the stories that we need to add to your own story, because that's the moments that, make us whom we are. And they're just journeys of life, a bit of fun. It was all fun until I missed the rope. But it's a story. We created Forever Story for tomorrow, so you can use it today. Thank you.